Thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Mara Grand, Productivity and Confident Consultant. And in this week's video, I'm speaking about goals. More specifically about how to not get overwhelmed in the goal or your big goal. When it comes to goals, we all have them, whether they're big, small, developed, or underdeveloped. When it comes to accomplishing our goals, we feel them first before we actually see them. But we need to be paying attention from the thinking stage to the planning stage to the execution stage and being able to sustain this goal. Sometimes it's the not knowing of how we're going to move forward with this goal that gets us overwhelmed. But you have to remember that goals are first meant for growth. Jim Rohn once said, "You only have to solve two problems when going to the moon. One, knowing how to get there, and two, knowing how to get back." The key is to be able to solve these two problems before moving forward. And now I'm not saying that you have to be able to accomplish all of the steps or know how everything is going to happen, but you do want to have a plan in motion so that when barriers do come up, you're able to successfully navigate through them. And I spoke about this briefly in some of my previous videos about knowing where you are, because that will help you to save time about knowing where you're going. So in this video, I have 3 very simple steps to help you successfully move towards your goal. For example, if you're working on your New Year's resolution right now and it's not going the way that you plan, or if you just have a goal coming up, these are definitely going to be able to help you. So the first tip that I'm going to be providing you with is to be able to ease up on the time. You don't want to be so time firm on when your goal is going to be accomplished. You will only be focusing on when it's going to be done and not really the process. And it's the whole process that's going to be able to help you to grow into the individual that you want to become. And as I said about the time, no matter what people tell you or what you hear, what you see, not everyone successfully finishes or meets that goal on the time that they set it. But one thing that will be guaranteed is that you will be further ahead than when you first started. The second tip that I'm going to be providing is to be able to do something that you love. And you may have heard this before, but there's a reason behind this. And the reason why you want to do something that you love is because, as I mentioned, there may be barriers, there may be blocks, and there may be time delays. And if you don't really love what you're doing, when that happens, you might feel as if you want to give up or if you're discouraged, and then you will decide not to resume because of so many things that have happened in the past, or you may feel as if you're not really connected to your goal. So you want to do something that you actually love so you'll be able to sustain it. And the last point that I want to be able to share with you, and this tip is very important, is to focus on one goal. I really stress that a lot because when you're setting a goal or planning or executing it, it's all about how you see this goal first in your mind and being able to bring it out into reality or into the physical. And if you're giving your mind so many different commands, it can be overwhelming and you may just focus on the big goal and not really pay attention to the little things that need to happen as well. So if you have one goal that you're focusing on, you'll know what you need to do, what decisions you need to make towards it, and how much time investment or money investment that you want to put into it. So if you implement these 3 very simple tips into your daily routine or into your goal or towards your New Year's resolution, you'll be further ahead than when you first started. So I hope these tips were very helpful. My name is Mara Grant. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and turn on your notifications. And I'll see you next time.